Hi guys, welcome back to Feathers and Fur. Join me today for my review on Benedict Macdonald's Rebirding. Okay, I have to say that in my process so far, what are we, 4 months in, 5 months in, this was singularly the hardest book I have read. I even had to download it on Audible because I found myself just not taking it in, and I was really worried I wasn't going to finish it, and so I would have to re-listen to bits whilst I was driving. I had a spare credit on Audible, so I was like, right, I'm going to download this and read it. And the reason why is it's just so goddamn depressing. Oh, so frustrating. Right, let me start at the beginning, because overall this book is bloody brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's lovely written. I really enjoy the way this guy writes, and actually listening to it be read out is actually even better. I really enjoy the kind of naturalness, and it does sound like he's having a conversation. It was reprinted in 2020, so first published 2019 reprints. It's not old at all. The topics in it are new, and just it actually talks so much about the stuff that I teach about every day during my half-day sessions. So we talk about the kestrel decline, and we talk about the songbird decline in your garden, and it's just, I think the thing that made it so hard was that I just have absolutely no idea how we're going to fix any of it. And he talks about the comparisons, the UK's wildlife state to Europe's, and how they're doing so much better, and how farming is so different and hunting is so different. And I've got this passion to help. I got no flipping idea how to do that. I have no idea. And lots of the stuff that he talks about, like just plucking the one thing from it, was rewilding the Somerset levels, so creating a floodplain out of it to encourage things like pelicans, to get pelicans back into this country. How is that ever going to happen? Because dairy farming is currently working at a loss. How can you convince people that flooding out their lands is the best thing to do, when it's the best thing to do, but it's not for this generation. It's not for us. It is for future generations. I have a hard enough time remembering to floss my teeth every day for future Sadie, knowing that my teeth are going to be good. Like, it's frustrating. That's the thing that's so frustrating. Like, this book talks about us being overloaded with deer. I was actually talking about this recently. We had some deer hearts brought in, and it was big enough to feed a family of 4. It was brought in for the birds. Why, if we have to get rid of half the deer in this country, is it still a food for the posh? I can't afford venison. I mean, I'm privileged that I get given it, and I know a few people that do shooting, but that's a privilege. Why, when we have to remove half the deer in this country to get to a point where our vegetation, our flora and fauna can be survived, is it not being fed to the homeless? Why is it not being fed out as a regular cheap meat? A better meat is grass-fed. We go on about grass-fed beef all the time. Why are we not doing that? And this book just kind of hammered home all those thoughts. Grouse shooting. Grouse shooting, obviously that little step was made this month, this time, in the fact that now it's licensed. Moors will be licensed and burning will be licensed. But this is why that law came around. The talking in here, the conversation, the stuff he looked at was talked about, and it's amazing. And my favourite thing, and I loved it, and I was sad that it came towards the end of the book, because I really would like a little extra bit of this book to come. Let me read this bit in to kind of get to where I got to. Our seemingly humble shared spaces, shared as in with wildlife, our gardens, verges and parks, are a habit that we need to maintain wherever we can. But in all of our personal quests to save our local wildlife and rewild the little of our country, at however a small scale, there is a critical enemy in the battle. It's a creeping disease, rotting the minds of many, and especially our local authorities. It's deeply un-British, and it's terrible for wildlife. Ecological tidiness disorder. totally this, right? The fact that we have to cut the verges all the time, the fact that people mow the lawns within an inch of their life, the fact that we tidy up dead animals off the side of the road, the fact that we cut down flowers whilst they're in their prime because it's looking a little bit messy and some of them look a little bit dead, the fact that we have to cut the bushes back because you can't walk on the footpath so much. I totally am in with this. Totally in with this. We are too tidy, and I talk about that daily, and I absolutely loved that point. So I would recommend this book. I'd recommend this book to anybody and everybody. However, don't go into it thinking this is going to be joyous, and it probably is joyous. I'm just not in the right mindset for being joyous at the moment, because everywhere I look is not the insects that I want to see. Where I walk my dog at night, last year I was posting pictures of newts and toads and everything. Not seen a single one so far this last couple of months. I'm absolutely gutted. And so just amazing book, amazing, totally recommend reading. Just go in with it with the mind that you're going to be like, oh crap, we're buggered. I might just move to Germany and Poland. It's amazing. It is a really good book. I really enjoyed it, and I do think I'm going to go and see if I can find some other titles by Benedict Macdonald to have a read for. I tried to follow him on social media, but I don't think I could find him. It's probably like everyone else is on X, and I'm not on X because I don't have enough hours in the day. So what month are we in now? May. I need a break. I need a break from knowing that the world is failing drastically. So I'm gonna go, I'm sorry if it's a little bit off time, I'm gonna go with a story with a storybook. It's called The Falcon Thief. I can't speak. Thief. And it's a true tale of adventurous treachery and the hunt for the perfect bird. So for those that don't know, I actually used to work for a breeder. We used to breed white gears, like this, for the Arabs, for hunting, for falconry. And so I'm really looking forward to this. I know a little bit. I'm nowhere near in scale. I mean, I was literally just a couple of months and then realised it was the hardest thing I've ever done, because I didn't get any sleep for weeks and weeks, and I can't live without sleep. But Joshua Hammer, I'm really excited to read this book. I actually originally bought it for one of our volunteers. I saw it in a shop and then decided that I really wanted to read it myself, and saw it again. So I think it cost me a £5 in a garden centre. And so I'm quite excited to read this book. It looks it's got nice big writing, so I think it's going to be relatively easy, and I shall tell you all about it at the end of the month. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.